So team, it is the 25th of September and week 9 of prep, and this video is a good one because I've got the green light that I'm getting my first high day so far of the prep now. So you guys get a bit of value. A high day is pretty much as it says on the tin. You have a high day's worth of calories. Now this isn't just a case of, right, I'm going to eat everything in sight. It's a case of we're going to systematically increase the carbohydrates, because when you've dieted for such a long period of time, you deplete yourself with glycogen stores, you deplete yourself definitely of energy stores, and just to make sure that you can actually stick to the diet long term, it's really good to implement a high day so you wash off any fatigue that's been accumulated. You also kind of replenish the glycogen stores that have been lost through progressive training throughout the diet. Plus, and this is probably the most important side of it, is we gather a lot of data based on how my body responds to the amount of carbs that have been injected into as well. Not quite literally injected, but that I've consumed. And based on how I look and how I respond, when we actually do a peak week, what'll be another video that I'll drop closer to the shoot, we'll be able to kind of dictate how we're going to load the body leading up to the shoot, so I get nice and big and nice and full. Because when it comes to peak week, again, I'll drop a full video on that, but we're going to pull out a lot of water, increase the carbohydrates so that, you know, you look that nice grainy, hard, dense, thick, full look. So basically today, and then potentially the day after that, we might run back to back high days to see how I respond, to collect a lot of data. But we've been running on fumes the last few weeks, so what we need to do is collect some supplies. And by supplies, I mean cinnamon fucking bagel. I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited. I haven't had a cinnamon bagel. I don't even think I've had one this year. I went through a phase of smashing loads in, like pre-workout, the big ones. These are only bagel thins, but I'm allowed 2 of them, so it's essentially one big fat one, a little bit of jam on there. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is high day, and although I don't look like it, I'm very excited. But the first protocol is I need to get a weigh-in, see what I'm weighing like before the high day, and then get a weigh-in tomorrow and see how my body responds and holds the carbohydrates. So, first protocol on the scales. Now, I'm not going to bring you in there with us because your boy does it bollock naked, and people have to pay for that shit. Oh, come on, baby. Be nice to us. 161.6. That's actually higher than what it was yesterday. So it's not quite the news we hoped. 161.8 after yesterday hitting an all-time low of 160.8. So we're actually 1 pound up. I couldn't do the math there, so I'm 1 pound up from all-time low, which makes us feel a little bit fluffy before this high carb day, but the coach's orders, I'll do whatever he says. I'll run through the full macros and every meal later on in the video, but next up we have our physique shots, where I need to take them fasted, see what I'm like, without a pump, flat as a pancake. I'll take some shots post-workout, and I need to take some more shots tomorrow morning to see how my body responds to the carbs. So team, check-in shots, the key for them is this bad lad, because I've got one leg shorter than the other. I need to wear shoes when I stand up, otherwise I look lopsided on them, so I need to put that on my right leg, put the mic down. So that is the morning check-in shots. Literally fasted, nothing yet. I usually have a black coffee first thing, but wanted to get the shots as raw as I possibly can. So now it's time to go downstairs, get the steps in, and then have meal 1. Now here's a value bomb for you. So people don't actually know this, and I don't understand how, but you basically, whenever you're using a spread like jam, peanut butter, put it on the scales, tear it to 0, then take out what you need, and it'll say minus whatever it is you take. That's 42 grams. That can't be right. That's fucking heavy ass jam. Jesus. Put 13 grams of jam in there. I was going to put 20 in, but Jesus. There you go. And there you go. Otherwise, if you're doing it this way, you're like, oh, put it in, oh fuck, I'll put too much in, I'm gonna have to take it out, and it's an absolute faff. So if you do that, tear it, it's so much easier, just take out what you need. That's a little tip for you. And then always tear it. Whenever you're changing your ingredient, always put the thing on, press the tear button, and it goes to 0. Oh, I need to put this on, put it on. tear it, and it goes to 0. A lot of people probably just know that, and I'm teaching you how to suck eggs, but a lot of people don't know that because I catch it with clients all the time. So ladies and gentlemen, meal number 1. This is the fattest bowl of oats I've had in a long time, and I've actually got 140 grams of oats to consume. But I didn't want it all in one meal because I don't have the dark chocolate yet. That's on its way for a little bit later. So I basically split it between 80 grams and then 60 grams. In the next meal, I'm going to have dark chocolate with it, and it's going to be almost identical. So we have 80 grams of oats, 10 grams of whey protein, 150 grams of frozen mixed berries, and then 20 grams of jam just to mix it all up. Excited for this. I'm a bit unsure how it's going to taste with only 10 grams of protein, because I usually put 40 grams in per 40 grams of oats. It makes it nice and chocolatey. But boss's orders, and we'll see what it's like. Have a little taste. I reckon it's going to be very oaty. Yeah, it's very oaty. That'll do the job. Now this is meal number 2. Well, technically it's meal number 1, but like I said in the last clip, I'm spreading meal 1 over 2 meals just because I like eating more food in more intervals, but this one looks a lot sadder than the last one. So we have here 50 grams of oats. I actually thought it was 60, because I thought I had 140 grams for the day, but I've only got 130. We've got 20 grams of peanut butter. We were supposed to have dark chocolate, but the Carrefour order hasn't arrived yet, so I'm replacing it with peanut butter, pretty much just the same thing. 10 grams of whey in there just to give it that chocolatey texture, and then we have 2 grams of salt in here as well. Looks like a very, very sad bowl of oats, but that peanut butter should melt in very, very nicely. The salt and the peanut butter goes so fucking good. I actually prefer this one to the other one by an absolute mile. Oh, peanut butter is so good. Oh, I can't wait this prep's done. I mean, just go somewhere and just get something lathered. And like peanut butter or like pistachio butter or something like that. Yeah, but this is banging. Unreal. Yeah, I literally spilt the full, because we had some prep before, but I didn't know exactly how much was in it. So I was going to bin it, and then the full fell off. So yeah, oh, an absolute calamity of a mess going on in here. This is why Has preps all my food for us, because I've got an absolute mess going on here. As you can see, all I've made, right, is 2 meals of rice. It's like a fucking bomb site, bro. But oh, look at this. This is the biggest meal I've ate in like 10 weeks. Look at the size of that, man. 100 grams of Yasmin rice. We've got about 150 grams of good old chicken titties. And we've got about 150 grams of green beans here. So I just cooked them both in one pan. Since I know I'm literally going to be eating the same thing for my next meal, it'll be roughly the same amount. It doesn't have to be absolutely bang on the button. We've put a good amount of Himalayan sea salt on here. Already salt bayed it, just haven't recorded it. And then the key, the secret sauce here, salsa verde, mate. I haven't had this as well in like 10 weeks. This bad lad, oh, this is absolute sex in a jar. I'm telling you right now, slaps harder than Will Smith, that mind. Unreal, absolutely unreal. So I'm gonna well and truly devour this bad lad. And what's good is I've got this exact same meal again, and then another one after that, but instead of, I'll tell you what, I'll leave that until later in the video, but I'll keep seeing these every time I'm in the kitchen. Oh, I can't wait to smash in 2 of these before the gym. But you'll see that in another clip. I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh, come to daddy, baby. Oh, salsa verde is so good, man. You know, I've been training for the best part of 12, coming on 13 years now. Every single day, I get excited for chicken and rice. Like, everyone's like, oh, chicken and rice and broccoli is a bowl meal. I want to eat something else. Fuck off. If you make chicken and rice like this, it's so good, man. So good. I would literally order this from a restaurant, man. Even the green beans are nice for fusion and the salsa verde. Oh. You can tell I haven't had a big meal in ages. Tremendous. It is time to have the bagels, baby. I'm so excited for this. Oh, you can smell them already. Like I literally, I'm not even hungry, right? I'm just so excited to consume these, literally so excited. 2 of them as well. 2 of these fat little things. Not ready yet. How can you smell them? They smell fucking unbelievable. Yeah. Oh yes, they're optimally toasted, should I say? Oh, I wasn't even hungry, it's just made me belly rumble. Alright, they will go on to 2.5 toastiness. Now we're going to put the jam on, but like you saw in the last clip, this jam is heavy as shit. Take on the chin. This jam's heavy as shit. So I'm going to try and like mash it up. Because I use 20 grams in the oats. Kind of only really need to use 5 grams on this. Tell you what, like you could build a road with this jam. It's the heaviest jam in the world. Like that's 10 grams. Remember that one back in the UK that we filmed on that video a while back? I was like, I can't believe how much jam I'm allowed. Where's this one? So I can't believe how little jam I'm allowed. Not a day goes by in this apartment without some bucket drilling. The other day yesterday it was so loud just directly above. I felt so sorry for the guys that I was trying to drop a check in for. Well, I mean, they didn't know any different. I kept pausing it. We were doing the check-ins. I felt sorry for me because it took us double the length of time to do the check-ins. Oh, these ones smell even better. I think this is literally the happiest I've been, like in 10 weeks, I'm not even gonna lie. The moment you've all been waiting for, the main event. Oh, that actually is so fucking good. Yeah, after that I need to sit down and just appreciate these. Just so you guys get some value here and education as to why I'm actually having these absolutely scrumptious cinnamon bagels with jam on pre-workout, is because pre-workout nutrition, right, it's going to dictate how fueled you are for your performance in the gym. And when you have your pre-workout meal, or how close or far away from the workout you actually consume it, is going to dictate what types of food you should have. So a good rule of thumb is the closer you are to your actual workout, the more simple carbohydrates you need, because they're very, very easily digestible, they break down quickly, and they'll provide you with a quick source of energy to perform within the session. And things like bagels with jam, you know, pretty much very, very fast digestion. They're not going to sit on my stomach when I'm training. I'm not going to feel too bloated. I'm going to get a heavy amount of carbohydrates into my bloodstream to fuel my performance quite quickly. Whereas if I was having a pre-workout meal, let's say 90 minutes to 2 hours beforehand, then I would kind of still have some simple carbohydrates in there, which would usually be in the form of fruit, but I'd also combine that with some complex carbohydrates, let's just say like oatmeal, so I get a mixture of carbohydrate sources because they get transported and absorbed differently within the body, so you get a good mix there. But I would also be combining it with some protein because you get an anabolic response from it, but I would also combine a little bit of fats in there as well. And you'll have noticed with this meal there is no fats in here, because ideally the closer we are to training, the less fats or no fats at all we need, because if you do consume any sorts of fats, it basically slows the release of carbohydrates into the bloodstream, and it actually slows down the digestion of this as well, which is what we're trying to avoid, because of, like I said earlier, we want a fast digesting carb source so we're not bloated in the gym. So if I wasn't having this and I was having another meal beforehand, like I said, I'd probably just go with something like protein oats with a bit of dark chocolate in there, similar to what I've had basically today, with some berries on there as well. Okay, that's what I would just kind of do depending on whereabouts I am having my pre-workout meal. is literally the exact same one as I had before. 100 grams of good old Yasmin rice, 150 grams-ish of green beans, and 150-ish grams of chicken titties. You know the score, you know the score. We are bringing the absolute sauce with the salsa verde, getting that smothered on here because it is absolutely divine, bro. And to be honest, it's really low calorie as well. So even when you diet and it's good, just we haven't picked any up until, I don't know why it's took us so long to pick up some salsa verde. That night we just fork it. And then we have to have 2 grams of the finest Himalayan salt. And I literally like to put it in my hands like this, just so it spreads out evenly. And just spread it all over really. I feel like that Salt Bay kid, remember that Salt Bay who was like that? He's absolutely died off now because he opened them restaurants and he was charging like fucking 10 grand for a steak or something. Anyways, irrelevant piece of information. So yeah, meal 4, because we've had the oats, we've had this, now we're having this again. And technically the bagels classes as a meal as well. They went down an absolute treat, but I maybe should have waited a little bit longer before I got to the gym because I could still like feel it in my belly. Oh. Everyone says like eating healthy, it doesn't taste anywhere near as eating like unhealthy foods. I fucking loved every single meal that I've had today. Maybe the oats would have been nice with a little bit more protons in there. Maybe a little bit of honey. But if I did that, it'd be fucking unbelievable. And the thing is, you actually feel better as well. Like, I'm on like the best part of 2,900 calories. I'll tell you what, I'll put my full macros on the screen now, right? And I feel great. Like I feel full, I feel healthy. I just feel great. Carbs are life, bro. As long as you're eating the right ones and in the right doses. Final meal of the day. And to be fair, I'm actually finishing this earlier than I actually planned. It's only 7:10. I was planning on having this meal around 9 o'clock, but I don't know if it's just because I've had higher carbs into my diet, but I've been a lot hungrier than what I was yesterday. Yesterday I only had 1,800 calories, but we have some good old chippies. Look at them bad boys. Some lovely wedges with some beef and of course some salsa verde on there. Very excited boy right now. Measurements, sorry, 420 grams of potato and just 100 grams of beef. It was supposed to be 130 grams of beef, but because I put that 10 grams of protein in the second portion of oats, I took a little bit of protein out of this one. And this wraps the day up. From the food side of things, I've only got fluids left. And then I've got some faster shots in the morning. Await what the gaffer says, because he might give us a second high day. I highly doubt it, because I've got an off-plan meal next week, but he says I might. I'm not going to turn it down if he gives us one, but I don't know if I can tolerate 2 high days and having an off-plan meal next weekend, but that'll be exciting. So in the next video, on my birthday, the big 29, I'm 29 has? Yeah, I'm 29. Old as fuck, bro, I'm 30 next year. I've got an off-plan meal, so I'll be taking you through that. Chase this one. So it is the morning after the high day, and I almost forgot to weigh myself. Thank God Harriet reminded us to document this on YouTube, so we're going to get the results to see exactly how my body responds to 450 grams of carbs. So, you know the drill. Last time I didn't bring you along because your boy gets bollock naked in here. I'll let you know how I get on. And the results are in. 162.8 pounds. So I've gained a pound since yesterday. 162.6 pounds, sorry. So I've gained a pound since yesterday. And what I'm going to do is go downstairs, get my steps in. The gym lighting's a little bit better down there, so I'll show you what the physique's looking like after I've done my fasted steps. So I'm going to show you how the physique is looking. I'm not breathing because I've just done a pump up in this little gym. And I've also took some physique shots for the phone for the gaffer. So here's your raw look at how I'm looking. And the physique Maggie. So ladies and gentlemen, we've just got the best news ever, as you've seen from the physique shots downstairs. Your boy is looking pretty full, but the coach says I could be a little bit fuller. Back to back high days, baby. Oh, I'm so excited because we have the dark chocolate as well, and I've literally just been sitting waiting for the message. He keeps typing, and then he was saying something else not to do with what food I'm going to have today, and I was like, just let us know if I'm having a high day or not. But we've got the confirmation. Your boy is running 450 smackaroonies worth of carbs today, and I'm going to devour them. Now, I'm not going to run you through the full food today. I'll just update you how I'm feeling more than likely at the end of the day, or I'll probably put some post-workout shots in, post-posterior day, because it is posterior, and I've got Haz with us this time, so it's not me just kind of logging the workout. And the food's going to be exactly the same, so it's not going to change. It's literally going to be everything that I ate yesterday. So very, very excited for that. And then tomorrow, I've got a content day with one of my mates from the UK, videographer from the UK. He's over here, and bless him, he's took time out of his week, and he's now a fiancé. So he's taking time out of his little trip over here to film some sick content. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So team, today is the 2nd of October, 3 days out for my birthday, and I'm just finishing off some check-ins. Just look at this guy here right now. Right, he's been with us 4 weeks. Absolutely unbelievable, by the way. This guy's going to have some rig when it comes to the shoot. But yeah, just dusting off the check-ins, waiting for my check-in. I anticipate the hammer's going to be dropped. Like, I feel very, very good right now. Like, my conditions 100% come in. You know, my bottom abs have came in, and I'm feeling in a very, very good spot. But there's a difference between being lean and photo shoot lean. And you know, the whole reason we're doing this job is to prove not only that I can walk the walk, but I can be up there with the top 1% of fellas, even with a disability. So, anticipating a drop. If it was me, I would pull the training day calories down by a couple of hundred, just to push myself into a deeper deficit, probably keep the steps where they're at, but that is what I forecast. However, I'm not in charge, Ben is, so we'll see what he sees. Whatever he tells us to do, I'll do it, whether it's shit or not, so we'll sharp find out very, very soon, probably in a couple of hours. Like he tends to give us me check-in sort of around about midday mark. So yeah, and we're also doing the shoot before the shoot. So like I said in the last clip, or one of the last clips, one of the last videos, where basically someone who I've had a photo shoot with in the UK, he's on holiday, bless him, and he's decided to take a couple of hours out of his day just to get some shots of me, some cool content where I'm actually very, very lean. I'm liking how I look, and he's very, very good behind the lens, so we'll capture some videos, we'll capture some shots. And what I wanted to try and cultivate with the content was just kind of showcasing my journey, because I've documented it well from the photo shoot perspective, but just my journey coming to Dubai, you know, from someone who grew up on a council estate. Sounds cringy as fuck, but I had all the odds against him. He's disabled, and I've managed to move mine and Harriet's behind the lenses life across here to Dubai and run a business. And I posted a story, funny enough, I'll put it up on the screen as well on Instagram, and I got loads of comments about it, just about how I actually built the business, because a lot of you guys who's probably watching this now saw me in Dubai, or see me in Dubai currently, like running as a business as a full-time online coach, which is great and fine and dandy, but it takes fucking hard work to get here. Like, I was getting up at 4 in the morning, by the way, 4 in the morning every single day. I got up, I did client check-ins, I went to work as an ops manager. I was in charge of hundreds, 9 till 5, but it was more like 9 till half 5, and then you had the traffic on the way back. I would do more client checks, I would film one piece of content, because that's all I had time for, and I made sure I posted every single day for years. Film a piece of content, I would then take any calls that I had for either new guys coming on board, or client catch-up calls, or kick-off calls. Then I would train, and I would only train 3 times a week. It would be a Saturday and a Sunday, and 1 time throughout the week, so I just didn't have time. And I did that, so 4 a.m. till pretty much half 11, every day, for 14 months straight. I didn't have 1 day off bar Christmas. I worked on my birthday, I worked on Harriet's birthday, I worked on my mum's birthday, I had no holidays. And, well, actually, not to lie, I did have a trip away, but then even still, I worked every day when I was on holiday. And a lot of people say, oh yeah, I want a successful business, and I don't have a successful business by any means. Like, I'm still a long way to go, but you've got to put in the fucking work. Like, and if you're not happy to do that, then you're never going to get to where you want to go. it's a few days after the shoot, and prep is well and truly slapping the boy to bits right now. You saw in a previous clip that the gaffer dropped the hammer on us, and I'm really feeling the lower calories and the higher steps right now. I've actually hit the steps, so we increased the steps by a couple of thousand, which I didn't think would be too much because I was already doing 15k anyways. But I hit the 17k, then the next day the hip was just absolutely mashed. Like, I actually had to get Haz to help us put my sock on because I couldn't bend my leg up to put it on. But I knew what I was signing up for. I wanted to walk the walk. I wanted to get myself, and do you know what it is? I'm actually really proud of the fact that I've managed to get so lean with the hip that is on its last legs and needs replacing, to be quite honest. But that's why I wanted to document the journey. It's not always been sunshine and rainbows. But speaking of sunshine and rainbows, I'm going to pull up a few images on the screen of the shoot because absolutely chuffed to bits. Like the back shot, the one of me holding the cable flies looked absolutely boss, and there's even just one with me vest on where I've got like a little Vanquish vest on. Looks absolutely top. So if you want to see all of them, chances are they're already plastered all over my Instagram multiple times. So if you want to see all of them, but obviously there's a few there on the screen, and it is an exciting day tomorrow. It's, to be honest, I think it's actually the best day in Dubai. I heard that because it's your boy's birthday. It's your boy's birthday, and I'm going out for a meal. Super excited because Haz actually told us where I was going after the shoot, which was a few days ago, and I've looked at the menu 3 times a day, every day since. I know exactly what I'm going to get, but I'll save that for the next video. So the next one will be a birthday vlog where the boy is having his first off-plan meal in 10 weeks in Dubai. I'll catch you in the next one, but before I do, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn them fucking notifications on so you don't miss your boy dropping his next vid.